Afternoon, everybody, and welcome to our Reach Bounty Hack Kickoff Information Session. My name is Karen Cohen. I'm your host for this afternoon. Before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather today and pay my respects to the elders past and present. I extend that respect to the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here today, and also I'd like to acknowledge the fact that it is International Women's Day here in Australia, and to welcome all of the women who are joining the blockchain world. I know it's quite daunting for a lot of us. When I joined in 2017, there was only 5% of Bitcoin buyers were women. Last year, we're up to a whopping 15%, so we've still got a long way to go. If anyone would like to learn how to join the blockchain industry, like to have a question, like to just chit chat, feel free to reach out to me. I am on the Algo Hub email, so it's www.algo/hub.io. I'm the founder of the Algo Hub, and we are doing this to bring more developers into the blockchain ecosystem. If you haven't been living under a rock, you'd realize that this place is exploding. Algorand has been giving out lots of wonderful grants to fantastic projects to build on their website, on their blockchain. And so there really just isn't enough developers. So we would like to welcome more developers into this space. And that's why we have launched the Algo Hub, to have education, community, and scholarships and events. And so our first event is the Reach Bounty Hackathon, which is really incredibly exciting. We will be able to give out bounties in algos. And the reason that we love Algorand so much is that it is cheap, and it is fast, and it is crypto friendly in terms of green. It's green crypto. And people who are building on it are really enjoying the process. And part of that wonderful process is actually partnering with the Reach Foundation, who are enabling blockchain developers to build onto the Algorand platform. So without much more ado, I'd really like to introduce Chris, who is the CEO and founder of the Reach Foundation. He's going to tell us a bit more about Reach and how he can help us to become blockchain developers with the Reach language. Chris, handing over to you.
Hey, thanks for having me on here. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this information video, I guess, stream. My name is Chris. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Reach. What Reach is the answer to how blockchain reaches mainstream. To get a little bit more specific about that, I've been in tech for over 20 years now, and blockchain specifically since early 2017. I started building a scaling solution for blockchain, and built a prototype and started trying to sell it to developers. But then I saw the same faces over and over and over again. And I thought to myself, okay, well, this is a problem. I could sell this scaling solution to every single developer, and it would be difficult to keep the lights on. So I knew what the true problem with blockchain is not scaling blockchain, but how to bring the tens of millions of developers into the space so that they could build decentralized blockchain applications as easy as building traditional applications. So I started querying the developers, both ones that have used blockchain and the ones that have not or been scared of it, and found out what is the actual reason why are you not coming in? I believe in blockchain so much. I believe that blockchain is the only technology that was invented in our lifetime that has the ability to even the playing field, and make sure that the participants in the network have ownership over the network itself, rather than having to trust large companies like Facebook and Google with all of our information. And the three main things that they came back with is, number one, blockchain development itself was too difficult. It was too low level. Traditional developers were used to developing web applications. They weren't used to building state machines. They didn't like that. The second thing was that it was too risky. They keep seeing, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars lost because of a mistake in their code. And they thought, wait a minute, if this is actually harder development than regular development, I have more likely chance of actually causing a mistake. And that mistake is going to cost my users tens of millions. Why would I ever come into it? And the final thing was just too much tribalism, too much toxicity. To come into the space, you had to plant your flag in the ground and say, I'm going to go and shake this flag and tell everybody else why they were wrong and why I'm right. And not only that, but like blockchains actually incentivizes you to do that. So a lot of developers just didn't want to have to actually pick something. So I teamed up with my co-founder, Dr. Jay McCarthy, who's a computer science researcher over the last 20 years now, focusing on programming languages and compilers and formal verification. And we set out to build Reach. We started building Reach in September of 2019. It took us a year to build out the MVP. But what we ended up building and releasing in September of 2020 was a programming language, a compiler, and a deployment tool. The language itself is a higher level language. So it's much closer to writing in the business logic than what traditionally you have to with blockchain development. So it's much easier to learn and much easier to understand. To give you like a real world use case, it takes about 4 to 6 weeks of really getting your hands dirty and building to get to a point where you can actually build truly customizable, like bespoke blockchain applications like AMMs or decentralized stablecoins. So you can really have an open canvas to build what you want. The second thing that we did is we automatically formally verify the code. And then what this means is that through the compilation process, it mathematically guarantees that the code is correct in all potentialities. So it's by far the exponentially by far the safest way to build blockchain applications. It's not perfect. I'm not saying it's a silver bullet, but it's the same thing like you usually don't drive around without your seatbelt on, not because it's impossible for you to get hurt, but it really increases the actual safety. And what we've done is we've exponentially increased the amount of safety, because this thing called formal verification traditionally costs hundreds of thousands of dollars to do and requires PhDs in mathematics to guarantee that your code will do what you expect. And we do it automatically through the compilation process. And the final thing that we did is we abstracted away the actual blockchain itself. So you can write your application in Reach, in our language, and compile it to any chain. Obviously, we're talking about today Algorand because of all of the great things was just said about it. But what it allows for is you to actually get help from anybody building on Reach, not just building on Reach on Algorand or Ethereum. You just say, hey, I'm building this project, I'm having this issue, can someone help me? And people will be able to help no matter what chain. So we kind of removed the actual toxicity, which is probably one of the things I'm most excited about, because I really don't like toxic people. And like I said, we released this in September of 2020, the MVP. Since then, we have now onboarded, we're like scratching almost 5,000 developers that have actually built and compiled applications. And this is not just Hello World. We have over a dozen VC-backed startups building on top of Reach. Companies like XBacked, which is an Australian company. It's a decentralized stablecoin. Dequency, Algomint, which is another Australian company. But like I said, over a dozen VC-backed startups building on this. So we did it. We figured out a way to make blockchain development exponentially easier, safer, and faster. And we did this because we really need the ability to make the world a better place. But all we did is actually we built the tools. We didn't build these applications that would be able to harness these tools and really kind of make the world a better place. And that's why we have you. That's why we're asked why we do these bounty hacks, why we do these information systems, because we want to make sure that the developers have the ability to build what's on your mind, because blockchain itself is so early. And my belief is that the true future of blockchain isn't from somebody that is already in the space. It's from somebody like you that is just coming in the space and has just an idea on how to make the world a better place. And humbly, I would say that I don't think I have that answer. But I believe that you do. And I encourage you to participate in the upcoming Bounty Hack to learn how to build blockchain applications and to make your dreams a reality. And we're here along the way. If you have any questions, we have a Discord. We have many ways for you to be able to get your questions answered, or me directly. If you want to reach out on Twitter or Discord, I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have. But yeah, Patrick on YouTube just said that we have a rock paper scissors game. That's a nice tutorial, but check things out, and well, good luck. And I was told I'm going to be sticking around for the Q&A session after. So if you make sure that you ask any questions, I'll be happy to answer them for you. So thanks so much.
Oh, I love listening to Chris speak and just his approach to building a community, and we're really grateful for this bounty hack with AlgoHub and Algorand and Reach is going to be a really fantastic way to build this blockchain builders community. And this is a community that I feel hasn't been really nurtured in Australia. We've done a lot around the startups, we've done a lot around the VCs, and we haven't really looked after our Web3 developer community. So I'm really excited to partner with Reach and help people build things on the blockchain, which is just fabulous. So thank you so much, Chris. I'm going to hand over now to Estefania, who is the program manager for Reach. She's going to just talk about our bounty hack, what we're going to be doing in April. So for those of you that would like to find out more, feel free to reach out to myself or to Reach. We'll share all the links as well. And hand over now and let her answer any of your questions around this program.
Thank you, Karen. Hi, everyone. My name is Estefania, and I am here supporting all of the bounty hacks happening within Reach. We're so excited to have all you builders come join us, learn Reach, and build your incredible projects. Just to give you some brief information, I'm going to be adding the Discord link here. Let's see. Should be able to take a look at it here. Otherwise, you can also just visit our website at reach.sh, and it'll be an automatic link that will redirect you straight to our Discord. There is a channel within our Discord that you'll be able to join where you can meet teammates or even ask questions as you go through the tutorial. And I'll just get into a little bit about what our bounty hacks are, how they work, and how you can participate. So our Reach bounty hacks are a 6-week bounty hack program in which you can choose a project. So unlike a hackathon where it's sort of open-ended, a bounty hack has a goal. You reach a completed project at the end of the 5 weeks, and you submit your project built with Reach. You will be assigned a mentor. Teams can be anywhere from 1 to 4 people. We recommend more than 2 people, just in order for you to get to the finish line. It's always helpful to have a teammate involved. And it also just helps with mentorship as well. Now, you will be assigned a mentor after you've completed the tutorial. After you've completed the tutorial, you will also be encouraged to pick a project. Projects can be selected from our list of projects within our landing page, which I can also add here. Okay, so this is the landing page you'll see here at the bottom of my screen. It's events.sh/bt-bounty-hack. This is where you can read all of the information regarding key dates, tutorial links, and answer any general questions you might have, like what projects are available, how can I find a team, what mentors are going to be available to me, and anything else that might not be there. You can also ask in our Discord, and you can find me under Thug Life, and I'll usually be the one to answer them to you. Okay, I'm going to be sharing the Discord link with everyone one more time as well. And then I'll be handing this over back to Karen, who will be introducing Deacon.
Okay, so while we're waiting for Deacon to join us, apparently there's only a limit of 50 people available on this restream. So if Estefania, if you could just add the YouTube link, and we might need to kick a couple of people out of this stream. Alessio's in, wonderful. No kicking out, cool. So I want to thank you guys for hosting this, and then open up to the audience if anyone has any questions before I hand over to Alessio from Deacon. Deacon is running the hackathon part, the NFT for Good for Today part of the hackathon, which is really fun. And he's going to be running some free sessions on how to program and also how to interact on the NFT. So we're really excited to hear from Alessio. Before I do that, I'm just watching the chat. If there's any questions from the audience on the Reach Hackathon. So if you haven't got a team yet, that's okay. You can reach out to me, Karen at algohub.io. AlgoHub has a dash. And then if you also need some help, if you're just nervous, if you have some questions, you can schedule some Zoom time with me. I would love to speak to you and be supporting you guys through this hackathon. We'll have one-on-one meetings with your tutors, and they will be, you'll be able to choose the time zone. So obviously we're fully international and decentralized here. So you'll be able to choose your time zone when you have your meetings. And we're going to have a demo day in May as well, in conjunction with the Deacon team. So that's going to be really fun with lots of prizes. Okay, I'm not seeing any questions, so I'm going to hand over to Alessio, I hope. See here? Yes, woohoo! Love it when tech works.
Alessio, I'm having a hard time hearing you. I just want to make sure everyone else can hear you as well. If you go down to settings, sometimes you'll be able to change your microphone depending on what it's connected to.
Test, test, test. Okay, should be better now. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, I just had different people coming to me with different messaging system telling me how things were happening. Okay, cool. All right, hi, my name is Alessio. I'm from Deakin University, and I'm here to basically talk about our hackathon and also how you can participate. So we have a few slides just to help people out. Let's have a look at the screen. Yes, want to share my screen. Okay. Okay. So we have created this new entity called the Xero Lab, and we really just want to try to make the world a better place for the future generations. I'm not going to spend too much time in here, but basically everything that we do, it's about trying to help the United Nations Sustainability Goals. Things which are important to us and are part of this hackathon is the sustainability factor. So we're looking at things which are social sustainable. They are talking about environmental sustainability, and they're also talking about financial sustainability. So this is actually why blockchain is actually a great thing, because normally we can achieve social sustainability. Normally we can achieve environmental sustainability. But what is very, very difficult is to also achieve that financial sustainability. And this is where blockchain has managed to come up and start really helping all those people in this space that didn't know how to make things work from a financial point of view. Whether those are NFTs or cryptocurrency or your supply chains, or all your different business models, they're all based on this trusted model that blockchain allows us to do now and not maybe 30 years ago. For us, what is very important, it's not so much about how perfect the application is, but what are you actually trying to solve? So that's one thing that we always thought about applications. So this is, for example, is one thing that we built on blockchain just lately. And maybe you can grab some ideas. What we wanted to create was verifiable green certifications. Think about, for example, B corporations. B corporations lately have been found to be greenwashing a lot. Like you can go and pay to be found green. You go and buy a product. Can you tell if that product is really green? You can't. That's the thing. And so this is, for example, where blockchain comes in and shines. It allows us to start mixing those technologies. So this is an example of an application which fully uses blockchain to create something that we couldn't do before. But perhaps maybe you want to do something a little bit more trendy, like everybody else is doing, which is, for example, an Nfd Marketplace. This is actually an example of what we are going to be teaching on how to build. So we built one ourselves, and we thought, why don't we actually use it as a clear example of teaching course for people? Everybody wants to learn how to basically create their own Nfd marketplace. And so we decided, okay, let's go do it. So if you come in and join our hackathon, not only you get to participate in our hackathon, but you also get free training and a blockchain certification. So there's plenty to do. There's plenty to learn. My team is here to help as much as possible. We have events running both in person if you are keen to come and socialize, and if you are in Melbourne, Australia. But if you're not in Melbourne, Australia, we have decided to actually do it online as well. So these things will take place 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. every Thursday in person at Deakin University, Melbourne. Otherwise, it will be every Saturday, 10 a.m. to 12 online on Zoom. So we have created links, and you can just go and join the actual hackathon. So the hackathon is at nftsforgood.today. You can just go there, which is on the next page. No, it's not. I thought it was. Sorry. So the link is nftsforgood.today, which is down at the bottom. Come in, join us, meet new people, learn something, and just start thinking about what you can build. So don't be restricted about what's already out there. I think the best thing to do is to think about what can you disrupt? What can you make that couldn't be made 20 years ago? We are here to help you build it. And yeah, that's all from me. I hope I didn't bore too. Anyway, I'm done. Okay. I'm back.
Thank you, Alessio. So we're going to finish up very soon. Unless anyone has any questions, Patrick asked, how formed does your project have to be? It doesn't. You may have an inkling of an idea. If you don't have an idea, I can join you with some very passionate teams who have some ideas. So feel free to reach out. And if there's no more questions, we will end our event. I apologize that there were only 50 spots on the Restream link that I sent out. But hopefully you're all watching via YouTube. Enjoy your day and enjoy your International Women's Day. Continue to support and uphold each other. And we look forward to you joining the Reach Hackathon. And I've just got a question, time management question. What is the rough time commitment you'd suggest in the number of hours per week? Full-time working dad here. Thanks, Jonathan. Glad you could rejoin on the YouTube. I'm asking Estefania, I'm not sure if she's still here. What do you think in terms of the hours that they would need to be committing here?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we've had plenty of participants who had full-time jobs go ahead and participate. Some of them even participate solo and have completed the project. So we do encourage you to dedicate at least 2 hours a day during the week. So say like anywhere from, I would say 4 to 10 hours, especially at the beginning when you're learning Reach. It's really important and vital that you dedicate a lot of time at the beginning to fully understand Reach. Thereon after, it's really just a matter of going at your own pace to ensure that you can complete the project. Reach is a much simpler way to build. So you definitely, it probably won't take you very, very long after you've quote unquote mastered Reach.
So there's the programming time, there's the project management time, there's the check-in time once a week, which will be providing bounties for teams who are actually doing their check-ins, which is great. So there's that as well. So yeah, there is a bit of a time commitment, but at the end, you'll come out hopefully a fully fledged blockchain developer and lots of opportunities to develop. Estefania, while you're still there, is there a question? I know Reach. Patrick's saying, reach out to the community or reach out with your support. I love the puns on the reach. Estefania, if you're still there, in terms of the tutorial, are there videos and things that people can watch while they're learning as well?
Yes, absolutely. So all of our videos are available on our YouTube channel. There is a tutorial walkthrough for all of that available on YouTube. Any questions, maybe hiccups within your computer or downloading our compiler and things of that sort, just ask us on Discord and we'll be happy to answer those questions for you.
Yeah, so Discord and YouTube are our best friends in this space. So please encourage everyone to work on those platforms. Reach out to Estefania, myself, and Chris if you need to. Looking forward to seeing you all at the Hack. And don't forget, Blockchain Week is coming up at the end of March, and we'll be hanging out in those rooms as well. So looking forward to seeing you all then. Thank you.